It's called the greatest setting in college football. And even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll
Shiloh to the Bucks? Good.
the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Washington Huskies. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Here in the Bay Area, San Francisco. Take a look at our first half stats brought to you by Snapdragon. Rick Van Vliet got his Rockets off to a good start. He ended up with 13 in the first half, Curry with 13 in the second quarter.
Washington will kick off as this one gets started.
It's now joining us in just a moment. Favorite Steph Curry saw a lot of bodies in that first half quarter and second quarter. But not to really play. He did the second quarter. In the first quarter, it was really difficult for Steph Curry to find any space at all. But in the second quarter, a much better job.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. To the ground with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's a great looking run there.
The situation was, I mean, I see what it was now. Because I should have never talked to her about that situation.
Pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to move it through the air. Sends it downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Yo.
Third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I was just talking to Forrest. I was just talking to Forrest.
He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
From the gun, the ground game. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the Huskers are on the move. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They'll give it to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Little touch pass to the receiver. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Fires left. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
And I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Skips away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Touchdown, Washington! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation.
Yep.
Great job from them.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff
So
team
what?
out there getting set.
Oh, he didn't tell me when y'all was playing.
Really disciplined.
He didn't tell me when y'all was playing.
Unit to get
All right.
in there and make the stop at the 19.
You should be free right now.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team teams comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No return coming. He'll call for the...
With the runs, he like 25 times?
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Foster. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He's looking for a man on second down. Forced out of the pocket. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he takes this and he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Fires and picked off. Giving him his pads. Touchdown, Washington. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the point after is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, the problem with the play action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to himself, and of course that gives this defense longer to get after him.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking to scramble. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Foster. Dumps it to the back. On target. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the catch and knocked down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll line up to go for two. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's in there. It's good. And how about that to end the half? Touchdown on the final play and the two-point conversion for good measure. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The offense will have to use...
The 45-8, boy, done conceded.